Boom shakalaka, today's video, we're taking a look at some must-see charts for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies that you definitely have to take a look at if you want to know what's going on behind the scenes. You'll definitely want to stay tuned. What's up everyone, Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's video, we're taking a look at some of the must-see charts for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies to tell you exactly what's going on. Before we get into that, guys, make sure to like, subscribe, click the notification bell, come join us over on Twitter at the Crypto Love. Push the like button. Let's get to 1,000 likes. Now, today, still an Extreme Fear 12. I wonder when this trend is going to break the Extreme Fear trend. Probably not for a while. The overall market down about 3% today. Bitcoin at 29,276, Ethereum at 1665, BNB at 288, Cardano 60 cents, XRP 38 cents, Solana $37, and Dogecoin 7 cents. And if we take a look at the Bitcoin charts today, we had this downtrend that was going on in May, and then we broke out of there. But it looks like once again we have another downtrend going on through June, that towards the very end of June, as a matter of fact, by the 4th of July weekend, this is going to be encountering the $30,000 low. And historically, Bitcoin likes to have big breakout events on holidays. Could this have a massive breakdown around the 4th of July? I don't exactly know. But we're going to be taking a look at a lot of charts, like I mentioned earlier. And before we get started with those charts, I just want to start with this little quote right here from F. Scott Fitzgerald. He famously wrote, "The test of a first-rate intelligence is the ability to hold two opposing ideas in mind at the same time and still retain the ability to function. One should, for example, be able to see that things are hopeless, yet be determined to make them otherwise." Now, why do I bring this quote up here? Well, because we have a lot of conflicting charts. Some charts are saying the bottom is not yet in. Other charts are saying the bottom is in. And it's hard to really know which is correct because none of us can see the future. So let's take a look at these charts and in the end, see what we think about them. So the first one here is from Rect Capital. The Bitcoin RSI levels have not yet reached bear market bottom values in green. We're getting low, but we're not getting as low as we could potentially be, as you can see here on the chart, potentially by the beginning of August, after we have that 4th of July crash I was talking about. But we have this chart here from Stock Money Lizards saying that, hey, the cycles get shorter, the bottom is in. And as we can see here, when we have this Chan Momentum Oscillator reflecting, that generally has been the bottom, what we're doing right now, coming up to the next step before the explosive price movement. Not only that, but we have this chart saying altcoin cycle reloaded, get all set for the next part of the altcoin cycle. When we have this same momentum oscillator basically reflecting down here, we can see that has been a bottom for altcoin cycles. And if we just curve these circles on top of there, that could be where we are right now, potentially down a little bit more, but then all the way back up. We have this right here, which is a very interesting chart. If we take a look at the MACD, basically a 1, 2, 3 punch for the bottoms. We have the initial sell-off phase, which is the first one. We have the moderate up consolidation dip buyers and further down move, which is the second one. And then we have the final sell-off capitulation, which we've had all three of those right now. Correction is coming. So this is suggesting that we could have seen the final down move of this bear market, potentially headed bullish. But if we take a look at this chart right here from Crypto Splash Brothers, this is talking about what's in Checkmate's newsletter, but we have the NUPL, the realized price at 26.5 thousand. Then the price needs to go to $23,000 to $20,000 to reach capitulation levels on the NUPL. Right now, we are not nearly in the red capitulation levels. We're just kind of in this orange extended bear market levels. The price would have to come down significantly lower to roughly $20,000 to $23,000 before we were to see those levels. So you can see some conflicting ideas. Some saying it's over, some saying it's not. The rational root right here saying several signs pointing towards having a bottom later this year when short-term and long-term holders' cost bases cross each other. Unease for many, but opportunity for the initiated. We can see historically in bear markets, the long-term holder and the short-term holder crossed, and actually that caused this to go underneath the line right there. So we have the cross right here, and that caused this to go underneath the line. Well, we haven't yet had a cross, but this is suggesting towards the end of the year. As a matter of fact, this has it plotted out about September for that cross to happen, potentially with the price coming down in the meanwhile. Even the Confluence floor model right now from Plan C, which did predict back when Bitcoin price was like $45,000, $50,000, that we would be seeing prices towards $20,000 to $30,000. Well, right now the floor model is at $24,396. So we could potentially see the price crash down to those levels because historically in each bottom it did touch this Confluence floor model, which again right now at $24,396. But Miles J Creative here is saying giga bullish. He's taking a look at the 1-year hodl waves. Each time they rolled over, the bottom was already in and there was a massive up move. As you can see, rolled over, bottom already in, massive up move. You can see here, this is already rolling over, which could mean the bottom is already in and we have a massive up move coming. As a matter of fact, TechDev saying, hey, it really just depends upon your perspective because yes, we have had a bear market since April of 2021. But if you zoom out, there's a much bigger bull market. And if you zoom out, there's a much bigger bull market. And if you zoom out, there's a much bigger bull market. So if you're concerned about what's happened from last April, you might want to zoom out a little bit and consider the much larger bull market that we could be in, because right now it's looking like the market has reset and we are essentially where Bitcoin was trading between March and November of 2020, when it was between $4,000 and $10,000 before it went up to $70,000. That is a great time to buy in. Based on these 7 parallel lines charts, we're in the same area right now, and price, as it heads much higher, we could stand to gain quite a bit. So that's all for today's video. Happy Saturday, everybody. I hope you did enjoy. I will catch you all later. Have a good one. Love you. Peace.